Welcome to our podcast here at Techy University, and we're going to talk more about and dive further into structure and what is proven at all of our 200 plus locations why we are successful. So as you see right behind me is a daily task that we have at every single store. You see the size of this task, it's nice and big, it's visible. For when team members come through the door, they know this is what needs to be done on a day basis. So we put this right in the back in the tech room and on a big wall just like this as you see. So I want to break down a little bit about the daily task and what these components are. I'm not going to go point by point. That's going to be in a further video on Tech University in a further module, but I will break down what this all means and why we put this all together. So let's talk a little bit about this. This is going to be the day task, the complete, what you're going to do from the AM all the way to the PM and ongoing for the rest of the day. This is what you should be focusing on. So some of the things that you're going to do is once you come in, you're obviously going to date it. So some of the things you want to look for as a manager or an owner of your particular store is you want to make sure this is a clean slate starting off to the day. So you want to make sure that it's dated correctly. You're not on here, it's not 2 days previous. You want to make sure they're dating this correctly. So and that's on there. So and then the next thing is you want to make sure that they're initialing step by step. So we have a checkpoint, but we also want to put the initials there too as well. And that's how you know that task has been completed for that particular day. So you don't want to see if you come into the day and you see for some reason the trash was already taken out, they obviously didn't start off on a clean slate. So this needs to be clean slate in the morning. And you're going to initial task by task. And what you're also going to stay away from, we see this at some of our locations, is don't just draw down a line like this. That's pencil whipping. Each task needs to be completed with a check mark and an initial on each one stating that it's been done. And sometimes you get super busy and we get it, and you're not gonna be able maybe to hit all your tasks throughout the day, but you wanna avoid not doing all these tasks because this is the success that you're gonna get from the store. So I'm gonna bring Kyle in a little bit more, and he's gonna talk a little bit more about the rest of the board here today.
All right, well, one of the things I also wanted to point out that Tim was saying is the reason why we actually put our initials, right? So as a store manager, as a store owner, we want to hold people accountable. We want to understand the people that are holding their own weight. Or the other opportunity is, what if somebody did something that may need correction, right? So now we know who to go to, we know who to speak at. There's no finger pointing. We can hold our team accountable and we can address these issues head on. So it's always important that you don't just get a check. You get the check with the initials, because that holds the team accountable, making sure that everybody's pulling their own weight and working together to grow the brand. The next thing I want to talk to you guys a little bit about is those weekly tasks, right? So each day of the week, we hyper focus on a certain area of the business, right? One of those things being ordering day, right? We do that on Monday. Why? Because we want to make sure we have all the small parts in stock so we can go ahead and perform repairs quickly, right? Add that customer service. We don't have the item in our inventory. It's going to take that longer time to do the repair. Customer's going to be dissatisfied. That's not what we're here to do. So we always want to make sure that we have that stuff in stock. We want to do our tempered glass. That's our #1 selling item. Always have to have it in stock for the strongest phone models that are in the market today. Very, very critical. Tuesday, we work on packaging day, right? This isn't a direct cost or revenue stream to the store, right? We were packaging up our LCDs, our OLEDs, getting those back out and doing buybacks and getting that money into the system on a consistent basis. We also have a way that we package them, making sure that they're being packaged properly so we get the biggest value from that vendor when we send back our screens. We talk about Wednesday, probably one of the biggest days. That's networking day, right? That's growing the brand. That's doing stuff such as boots on the ground marketing, handing out donuts, handing out pizzas, making sure that we have a dedicated day of the week to grow the brand, right? To keep that brand awareness, to light that fire, to build relationships and bring in more traffic. Thursday, we talk about conversions. What is our conversion rates on our phones? What type of traction are we bringing in? How much upselling are we doing? Making sure we understand the bigger areas of our business from a financial perspective to essentially grow. Friday, we're marketing all of this stuff down. We actually have our inspection report that we complete every Friday. You will see another module that we'll go into breaking down the inspection report line item by line item and why that's important and how it fits together with the daily task and the monthly audit. And we'll have more of that coming. Saturday, big day too as well, going through more of the statistics, more of the financials of the company and understanding what we need to improve during that month, during the week to ultimately hit our goals. let's talk about our goals a little bit. You'll see over here we have our progress overview. This is nothing but sales, all about sales, right? We're breaking into last week's sales, our weekly sales goals, our last month sales goals, this current month sales goals, and where we are, our percentage of the goal, and what our accessory goals are. We also have our previous audit score because we want to continue to improve and keep pushing that score up till we get 100%. So this is just a little bit about how we structure not only our day, but our week into our monthly audit. All starts with this daily task, and there will be more to come in future videos of breaking each one of these down and why they're important to our business.
So Kyle broke that down very well and gave you guys some really good details on each one. And again, we're gonna have more modules on this, but let's also talk about the team members. We want to put bonuses before them, so we want them to see that bonus when they come in and they remember, oh, I can make $5 off of each review, whatever it may be. So those bonuses are right there in front of them. Then we have our company core values. It's so important to have company core values, and we put that right in front of everybody's face every single day. And then we have some other points of who to contact. Say they don't know who to reach out to, whatever it may be. So we have our support email right there too as well. We also do our Techy Talks every single Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock. And we have a QR code right there, so it links it straight to them so they can get involved and wrap themselves around the business. So that's our daily task. And this is done on a daily basis. And we will break this down more in Tech University under different modules. And look, this is so important. Structure is the #1 most important thing in business. And this is what we do here at Techy. And this is why we're at today. So thank you for being on. And that's Tech University.